Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail heroic. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. Falsehood, important things are new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. And the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a seaport planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest. With a special pride never written before or since. Tall words proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Bird O' Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Twilight Zone Sunday for January 22nd, 2023. Today we are watching Season 2 of the Twilight Zone Revival, episodes 5, 6, and 7. These are the only 3 30-minute episodes that are each just one story apiece, kind of similar to the original Twilight Zone. Next week, we're still 30-minute episodes, but they have multiple stories in those 30-minute episodes. We're gonna do 2 hours, I believe, next week, they're 2 hours of back-to-back 30-minute episodes. So it's technically, I believe, 2 hours, but not quite, of episodes next week, and then the following week, and that ends it for season 2. And then season 3 is done back to one episode every 30 minutes. So, yeah, each week's just a little different. Here, this is a relatively short, I believe, 90 minutes or so episodes to watch. So, anyway, welcome all, and welcome Mr. Londale's Groovy Movies.
Howdy.
Thank you for joining, and if anybody else would like to join, the link to join the panel is pinned at the top, as is the link to the screening room at birdopray5.com/SR. You can go there to watch today's episode. If you're watching live, you can watch it in the screening room. You'll get, if you're not watching in the screening room, you're watching on YouTube, you'll get a screenshot every 10 seconds or so you can figure out where we are. If you're watching it later after the fact, you have to get a copy of the episode yourself. I'm not really sure where you can stream it right now, but if you have your own copy on DVD or I suppose VHS, we're doing season 2, episodes 5, 6, and 7. These were originally aired in 1986. These are episode 5 was December 4th, 1986. Episode 6, December 11th, and episode 7, December 18th. And that was the final episode of 1986. When we come back next week, we'll be into 1987. Richie Poole was first in the chat. Qapla, Richie. And he says, so Bird, Derek watches a YouTuber that uses lots of foul language. The guy is funny, but I tell Derek, I don't like the foul language. What is Derek's response? Derek said, but Birdo Prey 5 cusses and swears a lot. Darn, he has a point. And I said, yeah, Derek is a smart kid. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. And Mike Richards says, picture, if you will, a man who is more than a man, a bird who is more than a bird. You are crossing over into the bird zone, the bird ozone. Thank you, Mike Richards. Yes, this is the bird ozone. And Richie Poole says, hey, my comments from earlier are gone. Son of a bitch, I still got to see him, Richie Poole. And Qapla, Mr. CCDV.
And I would like to say that if you don't say the really bad comments, I would just like to say, Sunny Father, Money Beach, son of a cow, and just, take it for what it's worth and shite.
Mr. CCDV, I have no idea what you just said.
Well, no, the whole money be, yeah, you're right. I'm done.
Are you okay?
It's noon and I've been drinking for 12 hours. So
I understand that.
Take your choice.
Oh, I mean, you're welcome to try again if you want. I couldn't make much sense of what you said initially, but clearly you're okay. You were able to respond to me, so I feel better.
I said Sunny Beach Ice Hole.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I guess I'm just not getting it.
Oh, the joke.
Right, okay. I'm missing the reference.
Apparently, I'm missing the reference as well.
Okay, well, moving on. Richie Poole, don't worry, we got your earlier messages. Arabic Saunders says Qapla Arabic. Professor Brainy Specs is typical, so typical. Bird is late again. I wasn't late. Maybe I was a minute late. Arabic Saunders says greetings to Mike Richards, who also says hello to Professor Brainy Specs. John DeMarco says greetings, everyone. Greetings, John. Richie Poole says right on time. Oh, pray 5. Thank you, Richie. Yvette says good evening, Bird, and everyone. Good evening, Yvette. Arabic Saunders says hello to John DeMarco. Richie Poole says hey to Yvette. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says hey, Bird, Qapla, Gorilla. Revette says woohoo, Twilight Zone. Richie Poole says no one says hail Karoga quite like Nicole. Indeed, the beautiful Nicole DeBoer welcomes us all every week. LDG at Free the Net says hello, Qapla LDG. What do we got? Richie says, I think Mr. CCTV is in the Twilight Zone. It's possible.
Mr. CCTV is in the Twilight Zone and has been there for quite a long time.
Dr. Alex says, Qapla, bird of prey. Greetings to Mr. Lundell. John DeMarco says, Shaka, when the walls fell. Yeah, that's what I was getting. Words and pictures says Qapla, bird of prey. Qapla, words and pictures. Dr. Alex is currently uploading a video in another tab, and it's crawling. I think bits of YouTube are broken. That might be.
You know, as drunk as I do, I still go under my house and order my tabs to work correctly.
That is, you get your tabs to work correctly by going under your house?
Well, if you've never crawled under your house before, yes, I do order my tabs to go under my house.
Okay. Professor Brainy Specs is bird of prey. It was obvious you got lost in the Karoga zone and was late again. Actually, to be fair, I was a little late because I was watching the Shuttlepod podcast premiere today.
Oh, yeah, Michael Dorn.
Michael Dorn, exactly.
Oh, my
and he
God,
was doing
a lot of talk.
A lot of talk, and he had just gotten to dishing some dirt on the Picard set, and I had to pause it and come here. So yeah,
I'm going to try to check that out after this.
Definitely, I would suggest.
Dr. Alex, I don't presume that you have an under the house crawl space, but if you do your thing, baby. That's what I'm saying.
Substance thing. D says Qapla, Substance D. The Random Menace is greetings from the future where it's almost 9 p.m. and I am sober. Well, that's your choice to make.
You know, if you live in Belgium, you should never be sober.
He's in Slovakia.
Right.
But anywhere
Slovakia,
in Europe.
Sorry, yeah, Belgium. You should never be sober.
Dr. Alex says, if I did that, my downstairs neighbors would be very annoyed. Probably. Richie Pools is bird of prey. I was watching Shuttlepod Show 2. I didn't see that. Oh, I said hello to a whole bunch of people. Galinda, Jack, something. A few people saw me. I said hello to everybody. Dawn was talking about how bad Code of Honor is. Yeah, they spent a while on Code of Honor.
Wow, that impresses me because I am not a video game guy. Okay, so
Code of Honor is an episode of TNG.
Well, yeah, Code of Honor, TNG. Okay, it does not impress me. No, you're talking about what's his name?
Worf. Michael Dorn.
No, he was Worf.
That's who we were talking about.
You can't talk about Dorf or Worf if he's prior to. You were watching Enterprise, and Enterprise did not have anything to do with Worf.
No, what we were saying was before this stream, we were watching a podcast where they were interviewing Michael Dorn.
Oh, were they really? Wow.
Yes, the Shuttlepod podcast, which is hosted by the actors who play Trip Tucker and Malcolm Reed from Enterprise. Every week they have a Star Trek alum on the show. This week it was Michael Dorn.
I need to get sober so I can actually talk to those people.
I don't know if you can get a chance to talk to people because they do it as a premiere. They don't actually do it live, but the show is still fun to watch. And their producer is the one in the chat when they do the live YouTube premiere. The actual interview took place days ago.
Well, fair enough. I mean, I understand that, and that's fantastic. But Michael Dorf and Trip is my favorite character.
Well,
I know. I need to wait for Wednesday to come on the show and talk about how Trip is my favorite character.
Yeah, that's an Enterprise Wednesday definite topic. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get started with Twilight Zone. Going to head over to the screening room at birdofprey5.com/SR. I will count down and we will get started here. Again, this is season 2, episodes 5, 6, and 7. Episode 5 are the Toys of Caliban. Episode 6 is the Convict's Piano. And episode 7, the Road Less Traveled. So,
you know how much I love ancient science fiction that actually just pops in these episodes, yeah?
Ancient science fiction? I'm not aware.
Well, I say ancient science fiction. It's 1950s, 1960s science fiction.
Okay. I mean, these were from the 80s.
Right.
But yes, they go back. They do reference earlier sci-fi for sure. Okay. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have start. We have the window. We have the orb, the fetus, the spider, the carousel, the doll, the mask, the fire, the bomb, the window, and the man. It's the Twilight Zone.
What am I allowed to say?
I mean, you can say what you want. If you get too far off topic, I'll just mute you.
Okay. That I can work with that.
The Toys of the Caliban. Not the Taliban, mind you.
Wow. You're far worse than I am. Okay.
So this like legit scares me. I don't like masks.
Math is hard. I have to be honest with you. Math is hard. I don't blame you. Oh, you said math.
Quite easy.
Math. Oh,
math.
Like sailors. Yeah. Well, math is still hard. Shut up.
Just to be clear, this kid is described as special needs. So it's not that he's...
I do not believe that we are allowed to tell stories with special needs children, are we?
A mentally challenged child has immense dangerous powers, which his parents struggle to prevent him misusing.
Well, but that's because
And Yvette's going to have nightmares because of puppets. Sorry, Yvette. I didn't know.
all of the Predator puppets are going to come after the
Donuts.
I can't say the word without being horrible. When am I allowed to say the words?
I'm not sure what word you're talking about.
Well, the words I'm allowed to say are Nazi. Like, I am a Nazi. Okay. You can't. And then, so what do you say after that? You say Yahtzee. Okay.
Better let him die.
Sorry about that. I thought it would be funny, and it turned out not to be. So, my bad. What are you huffing at, Mr. Londell?
It's a little hard to hear you, Mr. CCDV, over the episode. I'm not ignoring you. I just can't really hear what you're talking about.
Huh?
What are you huffing at, Mr. Londell?
Nothing.
Springtime says, Bird of Prey, don't be scared. It's just your mailman barking at you. He just wants to be your new best friend forever. You should let him in. Yeah, you can't say this on TV anymore. Yes, you can. Did Toby get a look at one of those ladies? Richie Poole says, isn't that the doctor from Babylon 5?
Yeah, it was.
Springtime, says Berto Pray 5. It's 3 a.m. You see Deej outside your door in his bunny suit. Do you dace or call the cops? Dance? I don't know what the other word's supposed to be, but I don't think I'd call the cops if I know it's Deej.
Why would you call the cops on Deej? Deej is
I'm also
harmless.
not going to dance, but I'm certainly not going to call the cops.
Yeah, Deej is harmless. LDG, on the other hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd wave to him and say, hi, Deej. Maybe I'd yell, fuck you, Deej. But I wouldn't call the police. Richie Poole, I should let Deej in. Professor Brainy Specs, as was the man in the Twilight Zone movie. Springtime, I'm awake at 3 a.m. quite often, jalodgering. I check the cameras. If anybody's outside, I'd see them. If it's Deej, I'd expect he was dropping off the child support money. Finally.
I mean,
wow, that is a suggestive shadow. If it's a clown, then obviously I'd call the police.
He pulled her heart out.
He's eating her heart like a Klingon. Kang, Kor.
Kolas.
Right. They feasted on the heart.
of a fallen enemy.
It was a big heart, says Jadzia. Professor says this is frightening. It is. Bring that nice young heart of yours in the side. You're going to be Toby's bride. Take him, lady. Take him. He's like Hodor. Give him some pictures of some Fort Knox. The curse.
Mm-hmm.
And now you. You can kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. This is one fucked up episode.
Yeah, it is.
This is the most effed up episode
Yeah.
of the series.
There is some Serling reminiscence there too.
Springtime, I would join his stream. Words and Picture says this is a quality episode. I'll be honest, at the beginning, I thought this was going to be complete garbage.
Yeah, it worked. It does so far. It deserves the mantle of Twilight Zone.
Random Menace says this is a brilliant episode. It really came back.
I wouldn't say brilliant, but really, really, really good. This goes back to the cornfield, and all of that stuff.
What's the final book?
It's the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
Qapla, Daniel. How are you doing?
Hi, Bird. Is this the 80s Twilight Zone? I never saw this before.
Yes. (1986).
Ah, 1 year before I was born.
You're going to bring something that's going to kill them both? Wow. You can't open the backseat of a police car. It would be defeat the whole purpose of keeping criminals back there. You have to be let out. Did anybody catch what that picture was of?
It was fire. That's all I could tell. Looking at
I thought it was like a star. I thought like he brought the sun or something. That would do more than just burn the house. It would destroy the planet.
You think? Yeah.
That was definitely a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah. Kind of just okay. Kind of
and one of the scary ones for me.
Yeah.
Freaks me out.
It did have a couple of old damn moments. So.
Daniel, I assume you missed most of it, but that was just the first of 3 episodes. Coming up now is The Convict's Piano, where a wrongly convicted prisoner, Joe Penny, discovers an old piano in his prison with special powers, and also stars Norman Fell.
They let Norman Fell do drama.
Apparently. Springtime says be brave. Well, here we go again. 47 Yorktown says hello, young sir. Qapla. 47 Yorktown. LDG yells fire.
He would.
LDG says it is Revelations, the book of Revelation. I didn't notice that. Mike Richards says Daniel confirms I am ancient. LDG says Tom O'Brien is on this one from Supernatural and Stargate. Yeah, pliers or something in prison.
It was a shank.
Was that a shank?
Yeah.
No, it looked like a actual tool. You got to pick a team. Maybe the Asian gang is looking for extras. Springtime says, remember, dogs love clowns and will not be able to alert you to any clowns near your home and or allies of the mailman. It's probably loaded with drugs.
Yeah. Okay, it needs tuning really, really bad. Let's see if you can play it correctly.
Do all prisoners get their own ceramic coffee mug, or?
Okay. This is how he escapes prison, folks.
You can't stop playing. You end up back in prison. that a little person? I mean,
it's a Lannister.
pretty sure that girl who brought him the sparkler is also his own grandmother, so can't get too close to her. Ah, he returned to the time the music was printed.
Mm-hmm.
Only had music from the future. Words and Pictures says, so far, this isn't bad either. Well, I'd say so far it's not good either. But that's just me. I never thought of this as a World War I song. Huh.
Mm-hmm. Long as he plays, he's in that time period. That'd be some great escapism.
Go play again.
Yeah, keep playing. Yeah.
He stole some matches, right? He put it on his shirt. Shit, the stitches. He needed the stitches. They were magic stitches. Oh, nope, I guess they weren't. Springtime says, what kind of dog food do you give to Sassy to remember her friend, the evil mailman? Mama Pray cooks chicken for Sassy. Sean DeMarco says the EMH played it better. As he stops, he's going to go to prison.
That's a good trade-off. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, the magic piano. He won't be back. If I recall, we're about 2 years away from a Great Depression. But
yeah, put all your money in commodities.
And let's not vacation in Hawaii. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it was.
That was interesting.
It was something.
Yeah. You kind of wanted him to succeed. So yeah. It was a fairly good episode.
Coming up. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Coming up is the road less traveled. A draft dodger, Cliff DeYoung, is haunted by the specter of a familiar-looking man in a wheelchair. That's not me. And that aired December 18th, 1986. That is the final Twilight Zone of 86. And yeah. It's obviously behind the door. He used to wet the bed all the time. Maybe he shouldn't have said that much. Maybe you just sleep with the light on tonight, honey. Absolutely springtime.
Springtime. What if you're not a fan of 90s sitcoms?
Professor says, what if you find springtime on the news stating what an embarrassment Deep Space Nine is? Do you throw something at the television, No, I throw something at springtime. Why would I damage a perfectly good television? It's Draft Dodger. And it's Somewhat Hot Wife. He said he died because Daddy dodged the draft. A man in the wheelchair at the top of the stairs. Wait a second. There's some logic to that. She left her kid behind? She left her kid?
Yeah.
She was that scared she left her kid.
Fucking yuppies, man. Yeah. What do you expect?
Don't worry, honey. We can always have a new kid. She wasn't that into you anyway, baby. You're what, barely 5 years old? You're not really part of the family. She's got kitchenware older than you. Miranda Venice's Mother of the Year award goes to John DeMarco says, I guess we know what her answer would be to save your spouse or kid question. Yep. Springtime says, stop looking for new slave orphans. Oh, so he did get drafted. It wasn't a preemptive. Vietnam is catching up with him. Maybe it was your fate. Or at least get captured. Captain Dan. It's Captain Dan. Lieutenant Dan? Lieutenant Dan. You did help stop the war. Oh my God.
See, that was, but see, you probably don't remember that time period. That was the bullshit they told themselves.
Wait, where's Lieutenant Dan? Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan is the man in the wheelchair, Daniel.
Yeah.
I was joking.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't really.
I got that reference. I got that reference. It was funny.
Okay. I mean, as for Ms. Lundell, I get that's what people, they thought they were.
I mean, you don't believe me? Listen to Jane Fonda talk sometimes.
The only thing that could save him is to take his little import car and go sign up now. I'm in boot camp, honey. I signed up. I'm going to be a Marine.
I don't think the Marines want him. Flashback for what? Words and pictures.
He's the legless man. I bet she's dreaming both of you. Bow, bow, bow. Maybe if he hadn't been riding around with other guys, he'd have still been alive. Kind of weird you kept creeping in on the daughter, though, opposed to the wife.
A story of alternate timelines converging. Okay, that's creepy. Mm-hmm.
George R.R. Martin again.
No wonder this sucked so much. Guy with the funny little hat was writing it.
That was not one of my favorites, personally. Not a fan of that episode, though I see some people seem to enjoy it.
I don't know. Yeah, Professor Brain Effects. Yeah, when parallel universes collide, you could say that about this. Then this was like in the '80s, and all the yuck mouth liberals, lefties, they were trying to. We're sorry about the Vietnam War because they figured out probably just how much clout those veterans that came back had in society. So that's some of it, in my opinion. With this episode, it's a meh moment, let's say.
Yeah. So for me, the winner this day was the first episode. By far.
Totally agree. That one, it had the jump scares and wow, this kid, they're gonna have to kill him type mindset. Yeah, this one, it would. I think Rod Serling would like that episode.
And then the piano, I would say, was the second. It's kind of okay-ish. Not terrible, but not great.
It was likable. Wish we could have learned more about the guy, the piano player. I think we were supposed to we were supposed to empathize with him.
Yeah, I mean, it said in the story that he was wrongfully convicted. So
yeah,
but we didn't have any proof.
You didn't get that.
They didn't show any reason. It's just like that. He was wrongfully convicted.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
And I still don't like, but that goes with any prison show that like it's, if you weren't wrongfully convicted, it's okay that prison has its own set of rules of, being shanked and having to join a gang and all that shit. That's not right either way, whether you're guilty or not guilty. But
well, it is what it is, I guess.
Yvette says, thank you. You are welcome, LDG. Everyone. I'm glad to enjoy these episodes with people, because these particular ones I have not seen.
Yeah.
We've got 2 more days of season 2. Hey, LDG, welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
These these do seem to be getting better, though. I guess.
I hope so.
Microscopically better. Well, it depends which episode you were talking about. There was that one week where, I mean, it was pretty damn bad.
Oh yeah.
That it was pretty damn bad. I mean, it's like if last week was that okay?
Yeah.
Gorilla says thanks. You're welcome, Gorilla. And Word says, I like the best in the order they came. Yep. First, second, third.
That's about right.
Professor Brainy Speck says a question of Trek in 26 minutes and gives the link. Very cool, Professor. I unfortunately don't think I can be there today, but anyone else should check it out. Question of Trek. Words and Pictures is the third crashed at the end. Yeah, I would say so. Gorilla says
took off.
Bird, we are watching the movie A Boy and His Dog tonight at 7 Central. A Boy and His Dog. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
It's a famous short story. Put it novella. Probably would be better way to describe it. It's dystopic, so following with Gorilla's theme of dystopic movies. It is quite dystopic. So
I have absolutely no idea what my schedule is going to be this evening. Random Menace is rewatching the first one. Yeah, if you missed it, you might as well rewatch it while you can. Words and Pictures is the one I recall the most is the poker game with the devil. Yeah, that was a particularly good one this season. Or at least, I don't know if it was season 1 or season 2. I'm guessing it was season 1. Random S's Take Care and Qapla. John DeMarcus says, have a good day, everyone. Have a good day, John. And Random Menace says, A Boy and His Dog is probably a sequel.
No, you know what really was a really good episode of Twilight Zone, right? It was last Friday on the Salty Trucker stream.
What? Okay, I missed. Went over my head, I guess.
It went over everybody's head. It's LDG. Come on.
Professor Brandon Speck says, thank you, Bird, even if you were late. By what? A minute?
Look, you weren't late.
I don't think so. Literally a minute. Usually
I was late, so
usually I like to start 2 minutes early so that my countdown ends.
Yeah.
At just about the right time, but today I was started only a minute early. So my countdown was like a minute and a half late.
Oh. So anywho.
Yeah, Miss Lundell, anything you want to say before we go?
Oh, as usual, this is fun. It's interesting to kind of critique this stuff. As far as my channel, I'm setting up the weekly groovy movies as we speak. That's like 3 down. I got 2 more to do. The Green Hornet serial is almost done, and so I got to pick another one. And Saturday's cinema classic will be War of the Worlds. That seems to be the one everybody wants. And then after that, I'm thinking Hammer Time for you guys. So, And by the way, Bird, War of the Worlds, I'm sure Nephew Prey wouldn't have issues watching that. You know, there are no bug-eyed monsters.
Yeah, I did get to see most of Invasion yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Was that Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had never seen. I mean, obviously, I heard about the pod people, but I'd never realized what that meant exactly. And you know what? Looking at and hearing the movie, I probably would have just gone with it. I would have become a pod person. They seemed like they were happy, not to be burdened with emotion and stuff. Yeah, I would have gone. Yeah, a nice new body. Certainly, if I couldn't walk, get a nice fresh walking body devoid of emotion. Okay,
maybe. Yeah, I guess.
Mom will pray, not so much.
To each his own, I guess.
Doesn't like it. LDG, anything you want to say?
Yeah, no, good episodes. Watchable at least. Thank you, Bird, always. And I'll be underground, hanging out. I got some good episodes of Supernatural right now. We're season 11 where God comes back. Good times. Thank you.
Mr. CCDB, are you still with us?
He's muted.
Wanda.
I didn't mute him. He muted himself, so I didn't know if he was listening. Maybe he is resting. Okay, guys. Thank you all for hanging out.
I don't recall muting myself, but I appreciate that. Thank you. And as far as Supernatural is concerned, don't take my girlfriend away. Go away. No.
I personally haven't watched Supernatural, so I don't get the reference, but I'm sure somebody must. Resolute Germ says, damn it, missed it. Yeah, you kind of did. Farewell from Columbus, Ohio. Qapla, Mike Richards. Qapla all. Bird and panel out.